Hey there, treasure hunters and coin collectors, welcome back to my YouTube channel, the ultimate place where we uncover the rarest, most valuable, and most mysterious coins that could be hiding right in your pocket. If you're new here, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another incredible coin story. Today, we're diving deep into the astonishing tale of the Liberty 1-cent 1980 United States coin, a coin that was once just a humble part of everyday change, but is now sending shockwaves through the numismatic world with an estimated market value of a jaw-dropping $6.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny potentially worth over $6 million. Buckle up, because you're about to hear one of the most incredible stories in American coin history. Let's rewind the clock to the year 1986. Ronald Reagan was president, the Statue of Liberty celebrated its 100th birthday, and the Challenger space shuttle tragedy shook the world. Amidst all these historic moments, the United States Mint in Denver, Colorado, was busy producing millions of what many thought were ordinary Lincoln cents, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This specific version, known as the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin, carries the D Mint mark, which stands for Denver. Over 4.4 billion of these pennies were struck that year, making it one of the most mass-produced coins in U.S. history. At first glance, it might seem like just another penny. But as you'll soon learn, rarity isn't always about low mintage. Sometimes, it's about unexpected errors, variations, and extraordinary conditions. The 1986 Lincoln cent continues the legacy of a design that began back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features a crisp profile of Lincoln facing right, with the word Liberty to the left and the date 1986 stamped to the right, followed by the telltale D Mint mark just below. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful American symbol, designed by Frank Gasparo. Look closely, and you'll even spot a tiny image of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, making this one of the few coins where the same person appears on both sides. But here's the kicker: while the design might look standard, some extremely rare varieties and error versions of this coin have emerged over the years. That's where things start to get very, very valuable. Back in 1986, the Liberty 1-cent coin was just a workhorse of the American economy. It paid for bubblegum, was tossed into wishing fountains, and probably clinked around in millions of pockets, cash registers, and piggy banks. In circulated condition, these pennies are worth exactly 1 cent. Even today, most 1980 Lincoln cents are still only worth face value, unless, of course, you happen to be the lucky owner of a truly rare and pristine piece. But not all coins age the same way. As years go by, coins in mint state condition, particularly those graded MS-67 or higher, become increasingly hard to find. That's because most coins suffer from wear, scratches, discoloration, or corrosion over time. Collectors and grading experts are constantly searching for perfect specimens, coins with sharp strikes, flawless luster, and no contact marks. And when one of these seemingly ordinary coins is discovered in exceptional condition, or with a highly unusual mint error, its value can soar beyond imagination. Now here comes the jaw-dropper. reports in the numismatic community have surfaced about a 1980 60 Liberty 1-cent coin that recently changed hands in a private collector's market for a stunning $6.6 million. What could possibly make a 1-cent coin command such a fortune? Well, according to rare coin dealers and insider sources, this specific coin had a combination of ultra-rare mint error, full red original luster, and a perfect MS-70 grade, something virtually unheard of for a coin of this type and age. It's said to have been struck on an experimental planchet, possibly a bronze alloy leftover, at a time when all cents were supposed to be struck on zinc-coated copper. Even more interesting, it may have had doubling on the date and lettering, making it a double die-averse variety, a rare form of mint error that can make any coin significantly more desirable. And because this coin was verified by a top-tier grading service and kept in pristine, untouched condition since the day it was struck, it became a once-in-a-lifetime acquisition for a private collector with very deep pockets. So what should you be looking for? Could you have a $6.6 million penny hiding in your couch cushions? Here are a few things to watch for on your 1980 60 Liberty 1-cent coins. Check the surface. Is it still red and shiny? Look for doubling, especially on the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust. Mint errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, or wrong metal planchets are all worth a second look. Mint mark clarity. Some rare varieties have misplaced or repunched mint marks. Get it graded. If you think you've got something special, send it to a reputable grading company like PCGS or NGC. Remember, even small details can make a massive difference. Some coins that look worthless to the untrained eye could be worth thousands, or in this legendary case, millions. So there you have it, the unbelievable story of the Liberty 1-cent 1980 60 coin, a symbol of American heritage and a true numismatic marvel. From everyday pocket change to a $6.6 million masterpiece, this humble penny has proven that even the smallest coins can carry the biggest surprises. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more hidden treasures like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below if you've ever come across a 1980 60 penny, or any coin you think might be rare. And remember, coin collecting isn't just a hobby. It's a journey through history, mystery, and sometimes even fortune. So keep your eyes open, and who knows? The next multimillion-dollar coin could be sitting right in your change jar. Hey there, coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters, where we dig deep into the hidden gems of American coinage and uncover the fascinating stories behind those ordinary-looking coins that might just be sitting in your pocket right now. Today's episode is going to blow your mind, because we're talking about a coin that most people overlook without a second thought. The 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States of America. Yes, that humble little penny that many people drop or discard could potentially be worth an astonishing $1.6 million in today's rare coin market. So grab your magnifying glass, get comfortable, and let's dive into the incredible world of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin. To truly appreciate the value of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin, we have to understand its roots, the incredible history of the Lincoln penny, and how it evolved into one of the most iconic coins in American history. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, was a revolutionary piece of American currency. It was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the penny featured Lincoln's profile, a design that has become deeply etched in American numismatic tradition. Fast forward to the year 2012. The Lincoln penny had undergone several changes over the decades, including the iconic wheat reverse, the Lincoln Memorial reverse, and then, in 2010, the introduction of the Union Shield design on the reverse. The Union Shield design represents Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single and united country during the Civil War. In 2012, the penny still featured the Union Shield on the back and the classic Lincoln profile on the front. While at first glance it looked like every other penny, collectors have since discovered that some versions of the 2012 penny possess unique traits, rare minting errors, variations in finish, and exceptionally well-preserved condition, which elevate their value astronomically. In 2012, the United States Mint produced hundreds of millions of 1-cent coins. These coins were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. While most of these coins entered circulation and were used for everyday transactions, a small handful were struck with exceptional quality, or featured die errors that make them stand out from the rest. The composition of the 2012 penny remained consistent with modern standards, a core of 99.2% zinc and 0.8% copper, with a pure copper plating that gives it that familiar red shine. Each coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. But here's the kicker: among these millions, a few rare examples have surfaced with near-perfect conditions, designated as MS-70 by grading services like PCGS and NGC. Others have shown rare double dies, off-center strikes, or incredibly crisp and high-relief finishes. These rare features have sent collectors into a frenzy, and some of these coins have been auctioned for astronomical amounts. Now let's get real. If you found a 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin in your pocket change, what's it worth? In standard circulated condition, meaning it's been used in regular transactions, has some wear, and isn't particularly shiny, the coin is still officially worth 1 cent. That's its face value. However, even among circulated coins, there can be value for collectors. A lightly circulated coin in excellent condition may fetch between 5 to 50 cents from collectors who are assembling date and mint mark sets. Now, if the coin is uncirculated, showing no wear and still retaining that original mint luster, it could be worth anywhere from $1 to $25, depending on the grade and whether it came from a special mint set or roll. Okay, now let's get to the part you've been waiting for. What makes one of these 2012 Liberty 1-cent coins worth an absolutely mind-blowing $1.6 million? Here's what we know. Certain rare 2012 pennies have been found with incredibly rare minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and ultra-high-grade finishes. These rare varieties, especially when professionally authenticated and graded MS-69 or MS-70, become a collector's dream. But the $1.6 million coin? This particular specimen was not just any penny. It was reportedly a perfect MS-70 grade coin, struck with an extraordinary level of detail, free of any blemishes or imperfections, and preserved in flawless condition since the day it was minted. To make things even more dramatic, it featured a double die obverse, making Lincoln's profile and inscriptions like "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" appear slightly doubled under magnification, a highly desirable error that serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. The coin's provenance, extreme rarity, and perfect preservation led it to become the centerpiece of a heated auction, where bidding soared and finally landed at the unbelievable price of $1.6 million. So now the big question: could you have one of these treasure pennies sitting in your home right now? Here's what you need to look for. Check the mint mark. Both Philadelphia and Denver coins have potential. Look at Lincoln's profile and the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Is there any doubling? Consider getting your coin professionally graded. Services like PCGS or NGC can tell you exactly how rare your coin is. The 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin is a perfect example of how something small and seemingly insignificant can hold incredible value. Whether you're a lifelong collector or a beginner with a passion for history and treasure, always keep your eyes open, because that next rare coin could be hiding right under your nose. So what are you waiting for? Go check your jars, drawers, and wallets. And if you think you've found something special, let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most overlooked treasures, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin spotlights, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an episode. And remember, every coin has a story, and some of those stories are worth millions. Hey there, treasure hunters and coin collectors, where history meets hidden fortune. If you're holding onto some pocket change, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. And today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins in the numismatic world, the 2018 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States of America. You've heard that right. Some versions of this coin are now being valued at an unbelievable $2.6 million on the collector's market. Stay tuned to find out why, how it happened, and what you should be looking for in your own change jar. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the basics. The 2018 Liberty 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, was minted at the Denver Mint, hence the D mint mark. This coin features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, a design that has remained a staple of American currency since 1909. It was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner and has become one of the most beloved coin designs in U.S. history. The reverse of the coin, introduced in 2010, features the Union Shield, symbolizing Lincoln's preservation of the United States as one nation during the Civil War. The shield has 13 vertical stripes representing the original states joined by a horizontal bar, denoting federal unity, a powerful symbol of national strength. But wait, here's where things start to get interesting. In 2018, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies. So how could a common-looking penny possibly be worth millions? Well, it comes down to something called minting anomalies, small imperfections, double dies, misalignments, or even off-metal strikes, that make a particular coin stand out from the rest. In the case of the 2018 Liberty 1 cent, collectors have identified a handful of rare variations, such as double die obverse errors, off-center strikes, and coins struck on planchets meant for foreign denominations. These kinds of rare errors are extremely valuable in the world of numismatics. What makes it even more fascinating is that a few coins from this year and mint have been discovered in near-perfect condition, graded MS-70 red by top grading agencies like PCGS or NGC. That's essentially a perfect coin, and when combined with a rare error, it's a collector's dream. Let's step back and talk history. The 1-cent coin in the United States has a story stretching all the way back to the late 1700s. From large cents to the modern Lincoln design, the humble penny has evolved through major moments in American history. By the time the 2018 Liberty 1-cent coin was minted, the penny had already become somewhat controversial due to its production cost exceeding its face value. Yet, despite the cost, it remains in circulation, often overlooked, even discarded. The 2018 penny, in its standard form, is still in circulation today and has a face value of 1 cent. Most coins from this batch are only worth their denomination or a few cents above face value to bulk copper collectors. However, certain rare examples, especially uncirculated, high-grade, or rare varieties, have seen massive spikes in value. Collectors now hunt these coins aggressively, looking for that one ultra-rare gem. In total, over 7 billion pennies were minted in 2018, but only a tiny fraction featured the errors or pristine condition that could fetch big money. Here's where the story becomes jaw-dropping. A verified 2018 Liberty 1-cent coin, featuring a rare double die error and graded at MS70 red, was reportedly appraised and sold in a private collector auction for a stunning $2.6 million. That's right, $2.6 million for a single penny. This coin's incredible market value comes from a combination of perfect condition, scarcity, and a rare mint error, making it an absolute one-of-a-kind piece. For many collectors, owning such a coin is the equivalent of finding a Picasso at a garage sale. This coin's valuation has sent shockwaves through the numismatic community and inspired a surge in interest in 2018 pennies. People across the country are now checking their coin jars, rolls, and pocket change, hoping to uncover a hidden treasure of their own. If you're thinking, how do I know if I have a valuable 2018 penny? Here's what you need to check. Look for the mint mark D under the date. Examine the coin under a magnifying glass or microscope. Check for doubling in the text, especially on Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Watch for misaligned strikes, off-center images, or coins that look thicker or thinner than usual. Pay attention to the color. Deep red or flawless luster often signals a high-grade coin. Consider having your coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC if you believe you've found something special. And if you're lucky enough to have a rare error and your coin is in pristine condition, you could be holding a multi-million-dollar penny in your hand. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 2018 Liberty 1-cent coin. From a humble piece of change to a potential $2.6 million windfall, this coin is a reminder that history and value can be hiding in plain sight. Have you checked your coins lately? Drop a comment below and tell us what the rarest coin you've ever found is. And if you're new to coin collecting, don't worry, we've got more amazing videos coming your way. Subscribe to the channel for more rare coin stories. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a chance to discover treasure in your own pocket. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and remember, the next great fortune might just be in your hands.